What's up, fam? It's Dark Angel's Journey. I'm Shakira. It's Sunday. It's a bit of a gloomy kind of Sunday, the type of day that makes you just want to take a nap, right? But we're not doing that. We're not going to take a nap. We're going to hone our skills, understand this price action, and I figured let's see if there's anything juicy that we can get into today from trade setups perspective. So we'll take a quick look at Bitcoin and Ethereum, since those are my primaries for the moment. And then we can jump into a backtesting vid. So this is going to be a little bit longer than normal, so I can do them all in one. Um, Also so that I can take a nap later, because, I mean, come on, who doesn't want to take a nap? Anyway, if that sounds like a good time, hit the like button, subscribe, drop a comment, let me know your thoughts. And in fact, let me know your favorite trade setups. Let's see, maybe we can test it out over, periods of time together and see if it works. Also, crapping in the house. Mm-hmm. All right, so let's see what's crack-a-lacking. All right, let's make myself super tiny under the dance floor. Okay, that's good. All right, what is going on, Bitcoin? Oopsie, sorry about that. Ah, I'm in the wrong one anyway. Okay, I'm poking about with this order blocks indicator. So I don't know if you've been around long enough, you know that I'm not trying to use any indicators like RSI, MACD, any of that stuff. The indicators I use are basically there to help me see where prices, where the imbalances are, where the breaks are, something to help me like train my eyeballs. All right, so on the 4 hour, wow, we are stagnant at all as all get out on Ethereum. Let's go to the 1 hour and let me turn this off for a hot second so I can do this. Okay, then I'll turn my order blocks back on. Still testing this thing out, so all right, let me see. What have I got in here still? Order blocks, alert MSB. Okay. All right, cool. So, and we're still hovering about in the same space, kicking it at the 50. You know what's sad? Look at all this wicking. I mean, it's just mean. Like yesterday, I had a short in just before this wicked, and I was like, this is going up. So I I exited. But other folks, and let's take a quick gander at it. And again, let me turn this off so I can do this. Yeah, so I was looking for a nice shorting opportunity. There's a 26th? Yeah. Yeah, right over here yesterday. So I was looking for a nice shorting opportunity over here. And I'll leave that off for the moment. And, I felt like it was going up, and it did. But it's hilarious, right? So other folks who are in this trade did something entirely similar because there is this juicy order block from over here, right? And if I make sure the auto's off and turn this back on, right? So this is juicy order block over here, this little red, smaller red one, right? And so from my perspective, we were inside of this order block for a nice shorting opportunity. But as you can see, we're kind of hanging out inside of this like high volume, high order volume area, right? So on the lower time frames, like I think on like 3 minutes or something, and actually since I am looking at this, let me do this. That way we can go down to the lower time frame. So I was looking at it on the 3 minute. See if I can do this, okay, without causing too much drama. So we're inside this order block, and I was like, all right, cool, cool, cool. Where did I put my short in? This is a natural supply area here on the 3 minutes. Look at it. Once, twice. Not bad. So I put my short in somewhere over here, and it was bouncing around for a bit, and I was like, I don't know, it just felt like it was going back up, so I exited. And I think I was looking at this thing, and it made like this higher low, and the W formation, and those usually do something to the effect of this, boom, boom, boom. See, it came back up. So I figured it was going to continue back up and do that. So, I mean, it kind of did that, right? So I got out of that puppy. Now, other folks, kicking it in this order block would have waited for this liquidity hunt, right, to be complete because there's this area here for liquidity to be unhunted. This one over here, if you look to the left, you can always find them, right? So they hunted all that and then promptly dropped back down. Boom, done and dusted. And then actually came all the way back down to what I would have considered a good take profit. But anyway, that was yesterday. So for today, what do we have going on? Since we are sideways yet again, oh man, honestly, like this kind of boring action. And honestly, if I'd known this juicy break right here, right? Let's mark that out. So this juicy break right here, let's just put a break on it like so. So it had this green, this giant, this whole thing was an order block. So that's why this thing is plotting it out as an order block, this whole red section right here. And it had this imbalance attached to it. So if I was a betting woman, I would have set my quasi-motor from here. Oh, did I not click it? Right. From the top of this to the bottom of this thing right here. And my optimal trade entry area for this, after this puppy, let price roll back up, would have been, yeah, about in here. Right in the middle, between those two. And looks like price did come back up. Technically, what you'd want to do is set it above that order block and then get a 1 to 2. Now it looks like price is still hanging out and doing its thing. Come down to the 0. Something like that. But with this slow market, I don't know. Actually, let me turn this off. It's getting a little busy. So what are we looking at now? And, given how greedy I am about these things, after all of this consolidation, manipulation, and accumulation, or expansion, sorry, consolidation, manipulation, and then expansion downwards. Like this would have been the best entry, but we did have another option up here. Personally, because I want to get the best price, I probably would have tried for something about in the middle of this order block, dropped it above that wick, and then tried to get, 1 to 2 or something onto that, at least down to the open. That's close. It's not bad. Anyway, so what do we have now? We have this break right here. So I'm gonna cheat and move this way. This break right here. It kind of stopped and hung out here. So technically my order block is either this red candle down here or this red candle right here, before the move, because it did stall. So this thing says it's this red candle, the order blocks thing. Given what I know, there is an imbalance down here, so I'm probably going to trust this one more. So price might pop back down. The other thing it could be doing, since we have this red candle right here as an order block, and it does have an imbalance, which they've eaten. Okay, so, my concern is that there's still this liquidity down here to be eaten on the 15 minutes. So, and I had set up a supply area down here, which goes on with the imbalance, which they already ate, popped into it and ran away from it real quick. So just go ahead and delete those. Okay. So I guess what I want to see is whether or not price comes down into this order block so it can pop back up. So I'm looking for a potential, and if I'm going to draw my fib, because I do kind of like that from the base of this guy to the top of this guy. right? So my entry area would be up here. So what I'll do is set an alert for when price comes down to eat this imbalance right here. So let's do that. All right, that's Ethereum. Let's go see what Bitcoin's doing. Go on the 4-hour. Okay, so I had a lot of things yesterday, and I apologize. Bitcoin is where I had those two trades, similar scenarios, but you know. So this was my thoughts yesterday. I didn't do that, and we still, if we look at it, we are just straight up consolidating. That's it, just consolidating. That's it. So that's fun. Real levels would be this and this, if I'm being honest. But given that we have decided to basically stagnate in this general vicinity, unless you're like a scalper doing low time frame trades, I don't know if there's much that you should be doing with this. Anyway, this alarm's already gone off. Okay, hold on. As it was a level I was waiting for it to come back down on, so let's just go ahead and remove that. And remove this because I no longer have any things sorted out. Let's go down to the 15-minute. Okay. All right, so we had this juicy break right here with this giant order block up here. So I'm just curious if the order block, oh, Kitty has come to hang out. High order blocks. Okay, let's add that back in. And I don't want the break block, just give me the order blocks. Okay, perfect. So he's got this giant order block set up, perfect. And what does the darker red mean in this thing? Pested supply area. It's darker. Okay. Cool. So if this juicy break, we've come into it. We've just kind of gone sideways next to it. Kitty is exploring. All right, what else do we have? We have this break. It's weak. It's very weak. Let me go down to the 10-minute. Maybe we can find something. This is sideways stuff, so honestly, I'm not a biggest fan of trading sideways. It's very volatile and it's difficult to track. There's this break. We've already come back up into it now. So technically, just want to see what it does. But it's all sideways. Look at it. Break, come back into the break, drop. Break, bust through it, coming back up into this order block up here. Looks like it. And the VWAP, which is most useful on the lowest time frame, is below, so probably going up, but there's not far to go, you know? So what do we have here to play with? We have this break, this order block right here, which this thing is not showing. So let me pop it in here. It coincides. Hey Katie, what's up, buddy? Coincides. Nice green candles. So let's go with that. And then we have a breaker block coming down. Let's see where the lower high. Making high. Okay, this break is good. So if we're gonna ride this puppy back up, let's see if it's even worth it. Oh, there she blows. Okay, so since we're already going up into this order block to eat this imbalance, I want to see what it does. Do we turn around and give us something juicy? Like so far in this order block, bearish engulfing is pretty helpful. What was that drop? If you'd taken it from here, plopped above it, could you have gotten a 1 to 2? Yeah, 1 to 2. Okay, kitty. And how long would that have taken? From this entry right here to down here. Yeah, 57 minutes. Not bad at all. So look at this. 3 minutes forming a W equals, let's see. What am I thinking here? So if we do this, then we come back up and roll back down and we come back up and then we come back down. So I'm thinking something like that, which means I do need my fib. And I'm going to go to the top of this thing right here. Oops, wrong direction. If I think it's coming back down, that is. And I could be wrong, we just got to see where price takes us. Looks like it wants to at least continue up for a bit. So yeah, so I'm looking for it to come back up here, retrace past the 0.5, and then come back up into the between the 0.8 and 0.7, and then I will take a position, is what I'm thinking, for it to come back down. Now, is that worth our while? 1 to 2. See, could be. All right, cool. So we'll let that play out and try and be patient for the moment. Because looks like it's kind of flat, Just trading above it. You can come back down, do some stuff, and then get back up. All right. Okay, this one's already like 60 minutes as a trade setup for today, so let me just go ahead and end it there, and then we can definitely have a second video that's just back testing because I'm really raring to go with testing. Anyway, I hope this is helpful. Enjoy your Sunday. Nap as much as you can. Okay? And if you've got a nice drink that you enjoy, get in on that action. All right, guys and ladies and everything in between. Happy Sunday. Kitty is having a good time, and you guys have a good one. So, hey, Shakira, out.